We all have days that we'll never forget, some because they were full of joy, and others because they were full of sorrow. Today, we hope will be a day of peace as you make a difficult decision about someone you love. It's not easy to admit that a family member has become less than self-sufficient. We prefer to remember the good times. In fact, we often ignore early signs that a family member needs help managing everyday activities. Deciding whether a nursing facility, support services, or in-home health care is the right option is an important decision and shouldn't be taken lightly. Today, we'll try to help you with that decision because we know this decision will also affect you and your family. In today's busy world, few people are prepared for or have the time available to care for someone who's no longer able to live independently. And sometimes you may not have the necessary skills or knowledge to provide care for someone with diminished abilities. When this happens, we all need help, and nursing facilities are designed to provide social, health, and support services to people who are limited in their ability to care for themselves. This is also true for those individuals that have come to the nursing facility as short-term residents in need of the rehabilitation and therapy services provided. There are many misunderstandings and misrepresentations about life in a nursing facility. Indeed, it's different from living at home, and some people have a difficult time making the transition. That's why we strive to ease the transition and make our residents comfortable. We've learned that this transition is easier if everyone knows what to expect before entering a nursing facility. We try to make the stay as pleasant as reasonably possible. However, we can't promise that a resident will be content in the facility. Often, the resident is or becomes depressed during the transition and may feel forsaken. In turn, loved ones may feel guilty, which stirs other emotions. You don't have to feel as if you're going through this alone. We'll be happy to talk with you about what may be a stressful situation and help you work through it the best we reasonably can. One thing to note, often these emotions are expressed as anger towards the nursing facility and its staff. We understand this, and again, we'll make reasonable efforts to help everyone deal with the situation by telling you some things to expect. We can't, however, erase the fact that the nursing facility isn't home. We can't change the sudden nature of the move, even though you've realized that the nursing facility care may be the best option to deal with your present circumstances. Now we'd like to take a few moments to share some information with you about life in a nursing facility, keeping in mind that we all need to face the move with realistic attitudes and beliefs, and that we're always willing to listen to your thoughts and questions and do our reasonable best to provide insights and answers. Understanding the changes. If you decide to move your loved one into a nursing facility, it's important that you fully understand some of the differences between living at home and living in a group setting. At home, privacy, lights, and sounds are individually controlled. In the nursing facility, the resident can somewhat minimize, but not control, lights and sounds. At home, you can lock the door for privacy and to lessen the probability of theft. Nursing facility room doors cannot be locked. This lessens privacy and increases potential for unwanted entry. Unless arrangements for a private room are made, the resident will have a roommate who will share the room and toilet area. Caregivers, visitors, and possibly confused, wandering residents will at times enter the room. All common areas, like the dining room and activities room, are shared. Several of life's everyday choices are restricted in a nursing facility. For example, it's not always possible to change a resident's roommate, the thermostat setting, or even leave snack food open. In the nursing facility environment, we must base decisions on what's considered best for the group and not individual preferences. Residents' freedom of movement. This is a nursing facility, not a lock-in facility. Residents, if they're able, are allowed freedom of movement. However, there are some restricted areas in the building. Because of this, a resident could wander, either by accident or on purpose, into a situation inside or outside the facility where there's potential for injury. While this is not likely, residents are unsupervised a great deal of the day, so you should understand that it is possible. Along these lines, it's important that you realize the resident won't have a nursing facility employee assigned to individually monitor his or her movement throughout the day. On average, a resident may receive 2 to 3.5 hours of nursing department attention per day, which includes time to complete a significant amount of paperwork that must be done by the nursing department. So please realize that you are not purchasing 24-hour per day one-on-one care because a nursing facility staff member won't be assigned individually to watch the resident all day. You and your physician, nutrition and hydration. At home, the resident can eat and drink whatever they choose. There's very limited control over menus in the nursing facility. There are some substitutes for the planned menu, however, not nearly the choices available at a private residence. The resident's ability to swallow and the doctor's orders determine what food will be served and how it will be prepared. Often, this means the resident may not like the food and drink. For example, if your family member's physician orders a low-salt, no added sugar diet, and the resident is used to breaking that diet, chances are he or she won't like the food. Indeed, one of the most enduring misconceptions about nursing facilities is the food that's served. As just mentioned, though, it's the resident's physician who prescribes the resident's diet, as well as medications, position devices, treatments, etc. Nursing facility staff may provide data and information to the physician. However, the physician makes the decisions, and thus we can't and won't change a resident's diet without the doctor's authorization. Because of this, if the resident and you are willing to accept the risk, we encourage you to speak with the resident's physician about any changes, questions, concerns, and suggestions that you may have about the overall plan of care, including any changes in the resident's prescribed diet. Let me mention that you, as the responsible party, will play a significant partnership role with the nursing facility in addressing any weight loss, fluid intake, or nutritional issues that the resident may encounter. So again, we encourage you to contact the resident's physician if you wish to see if any diet modifications can be made. Statistics confirm that many Americans are somewhat malnourished and most are significantly dehydrated. Anyone who doesn't eat properly or drink enough fluids damages his or her health, whether at home or in a nursing facility. Not eating and drinking becomes even worse if a resident refuses the doctor-prescribed diet because they don't like it, or in other cases, is sad about being admitted to the nursing facility, thus causing a decrease in appetite. You should also know that residents sometimes complain about the food, among other things, as an outlet for the irritation they feel because they're in a nursing facility. Please only consider moving your loved one into this or any nursing facility if you understand that the facility will provide nourishing food and drink, however, will not force a resident to consume them. Trustworthiness of people. We strive to hire and employ only people who have high ethical and moral standards and compassion for others. However, the nursing facility, just as all other employers in the healthcare setting or any other business for that matter, simply cannot read the minds and consciences of all its employees. It's important that you understand that the resident is moving from a familiar, private, almost totally secure environment, their home, into an unfamiliar group living facility. As in any setting, the addition of a variety of people means there are extra risks. While this may sound unsympathetic, it's a good time to point out that every one of us take risks during the course of a normal day. Think about going to the store, for example. There's the risk of physical or verbal assault, neglect by store employees, and theft, among other things. These same risks exist in any environment where there are many people, including a nursing facility. We believe the risk is small. However, before moving your loved one into a nursing facility, or for that matter, any other group living environment, we want you to fully understand and accept the possibility of such things occurring. Realistic expectations. We wish that all residents we serve could receive one-on-one 24-hour-a-day assistance. We don't doubt that this level of service would be of benefit to all residents, whether they are with us for a short or long period of time. Constant supervision would lessen, however, not eliminate the risk of falling, wandering into danger, choking, bed sores, etc. Residents, especially those who are bed or chair bound, may develop bed sores. Although a staff member will reposition a resident to lessen the chance of bed sores occurring, there's no way to guarantee that the resident won't immediately roll back to the previous position, and a bed sore can start from the pressure of remaining on one side within just 2 hours. Unfortunately, the daily rate that you and/or a third-party payer, such as Medicaid, Medicare, the Veterans Administration, or others, pay to the nursing facility doesn't cover the cost of providing 24-hour one-on-one care. To assist you in understanding how much is paid to the nursing facility, we have prepared some comparisons for you. A nursing facility is paid an amount comparable to what you would expect to pay to spend one night at a motel. Plus, you would still owe for the use of the washer and dryer, telephone calls, and meals. Perhaps the most telling example is this. If you took a family of 4 out to eat, to see a movie, and then bought refreshments at the movie, you'd most likely spend more than the amount that a nursing facility is reimbursed for a day's service provided to one of its residents. We hope that this comparison helps you to understand why nursing facilities cannot provide 24-hour one-on-one care and monitoring to residents unless special services are purchased by the resident and/or his or her family. We sincerely look forward to the opportunity to serve you. However, we want you to consider the move into this or any nursing facility in light of what we've shared with you. This or any nursing facility shouldn't claim to insulate its residents from the risk associated with normal everyday living or from the consequences of their choices. You see, the world doesn't become perfect just inside our doors. We do try hard, though, to make reasonable efforts to protect residents. Please remember, however, that residents are not individually supervised 24 hours a day and may independently choose to do things that may be harmful. Although we wish otherwise, financial realities of our reimbursement just don't allow us the means to provide such constant attention, care, and monitoring. Please let us know if you have any questions, and we'll be glad to answer them the best we realistically can. As we age. While not all residents of every nursing facility are elderly, the majority of them are. There are certain physical changes and conditions that occur to all of us as we age, try as we may to fight them. Changes in vision, hearing, and smell occur naturally as we age. Our hair turns gray, thins, or falls out. Skin becomes thinner and wrinkles, which may result in skin tears. It becomes difficult to tell whether we are hot or cold. We become less flexible, and our bones become more brittle. Our hearts and blood vessels become less elastic, and circulation may change. This is one reason why bruising occurs so easily. Breathing becomes more difficult, and our nervous system and urinary systems may not function as well as when we were young. The aging process is not always kind to us, and problems such as incontinence or immobility are the leading reasons for admission to nursing facilities. The decreased functions that occur with aging cause older individuals to be more prone to things such as infections, falls and accidents, skin tears, and easy bruising. If you've ever tried to help an elderly family member walk or stand up, you may have bruised them or torn their skin. It happens because the skin has thinned over the years, not because you weren't careful. Blood pressure cuffs and tourniquets to draw blood for tests are necessary. However, even when someone is trained in the proper way to use them, they may cause bruising. We make efforts to prevent it. However, sometimes it's unavoidable. Without a doubt, life is full of risk, and aging increases those risks whether you live at home or in a group facility. If a resident refuses to eat and drink properly and adequately in the nursing facility, it's just as bad as when this occurs at home. Falls can occur anywhere. Bones weakened by osteoporosis can break without warning anywhere. Skin breakdown and bruising can easily happen at your home or in the nursing facility, although we make reasonable efforts to prevent it. Choking, getting caught into a situation of potential or actual harm, turning over a wheelchair, being treated badly by other people are all risks associated with daily living, whether it's at someone's home or in the nursing facility. Life in the nursing facility. Certainly, small incidents can seem more irritating when they occur in a nursing facility than when they happen at home, probably because they're not under a resident's direct control anymore. Although we make efforts to prevent it, sometimes an article of clothing gets lost when we do the laundry. Just like doing laundry at your home, sometimes you can't find the other sock. At home, you laugh and wonder where the other sock goes. However, at a nursing facility, sometimes residents use events such as this as a way of venting the frustration they feel at losing their self-sufficiency. We understand this and try to reassure them. We hope that you'll realize as well that sometimes the problem isn't the laundry or the food, and that you'll offer your loved ones some extra special attention. We sincerely hope that this presentation has answered many of your questions about life in a nursing facility. Our goal is to state openly and honestly what a resident can and cannot expect while living in a nursing facility, whether he or she is here for a short-term or a long-term stay. Your trust and confidence is valuable to us, and we'll always strive to meet your loved one's needs in every reasonable way. We believe this can best occur if realistic expectations are established in advance, and if we all understand that it's impossible to provide a risk-free environment anywhere, and to come even close to it would be staggeringly expensive. Please only consider a move into this or any nursing facility if you fully understand that the normal challenges of day-to-day living don't disappear once a person enters this or any nursing facility. For you to be pleased with the services provided by a nursing facility, it's absolutely necessary that you fully and completely understand and accept the realities shared in this video program. And again, please feel free to ask us any questions you may have. If you want to contract for additional services such as 24-hour one-on-one care, please speak with our social services department. They'll assist you in locating such services and explain the additional fees. Thank you for your interest in our nursing facility. We look forward to the honor of serving you and your loved one and wish you the best. May God bless you and yours in your caregiving decisions. We believe that the information you have just seen is so important, we recommend you share this video program with family and friends who may have questions about life in a nursing facility.